Hello viewer, welcome back to White Crow Tarot. This is your Starseed message. I have intended this for all Earth placements, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, but to be honest, this is for anyone. It's for you, the viewer, wherever you have Earth in your chart. Or if you were drawn here simply for the title, or if you're simply cross-watching. Either way, let your intuition guide you today. And viewers, please be sure to give your good loving energy on the channel, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, help to grow the White Crow community. Guys, I have 3 piles for you today. In pile 1, we have the Lymurian quartz crystal, the record keeper. In pile 2, we have the Selenite heart. And in pile 3, we have the Pyrite stone. The Pyrite crystal. Kind of like a geode. Alright guys, simple rules here. Go to the pile, go to the stone that you are drawn to, and I will see you at your reading. Hello pile 1. This is for all of you who were drawn to the Lymurian quartz crystal. This is for pile 1. So we're going to play a little game. Alright guys, before I break into the tarot, we are going to ask the wise fool what you need to be made aware of at this time. Okay. We have sniff an opportunity. Sniff an opportunity. This is a cautionary strategy. So, the wise fool is on the lookout for opportunities, especially in situations where things have gone sour. For example, after the Great Fire of Rome razed most of the city in 64 AD during Nero's reign, Roman officials realized they needed to rethink their basic construction methods to prevent future conflagrations. The result was a radically upgraded building code, in which the use of wood and beams was discouraged. The change allowed the widespread use of a fairly new building material, pozzolana-enriched concrete. The flexible material freed Roman architects from the constraints such as right angles and allowed them to develop new shapes such as the dome and the vault. The catastrophe of the fire served as a catalyst for architectural change. If the idea you're working on were burnt to a crisp, would you be able to sniff out an opportunity in its ashes? So, asking yourself at this time, viewer, if something has crumbled around you, if something is breaking down around you, how can you rebuild from the ashes? What had to crumble in order for you to sniff out an opportunity? I'll give you a great example. No, I can't tell you that. Okay. I had the download just now that you, or some of you, may be able to, some of you who may be able to even sense when things are about to crumble. Maybe you work in stocks, maybe you're looking at the market, maybe you have future insight as to when things are going to take a dip or take a turn, and you're able to plan in advance, that kind of thing. That's kind of where my mind went just now. I feel like I must be talking to someone here who is trading right now, and you're wondering when to pull out, or if you should, when the market's going to dip, or if we're looking at a recession or a crash, change of currency, that kind of thing. I would pull out, honestly, if you can, or if you're still able. I don't know who I'm talking to. That's a random message for someone, but you're here. So. Interesting. We have the Magician on the bottom of the Mystical Moments Tarot. On the split, the 6 of Cups. going back to the past, manifesting something from nostalgia. Now, it brought you a lot of happiness, right? This nostalgia, what you have manifested. What if you had to start all over again? What if what you had manifested crumbled and you had to start all over again? What would you do? What would you do? Seven of Wands in reverse. Would you persevere? No. You would use your existing experience. As the Magician, definitely. Tells me you're capable and you are an expert and you know what you're doing. Sevens are about experience. So either you're gaining experience or you're using the experience that you have to start over. What are you good at, right? Your starseeds are telling you to fall back on something you're good at. What is the current energy, please, for pile 1, Spirit, benevolent beings? What is the current energy for pile 1, please? Show me the current energy for pile 1. A lot of Gemini with you today, the lovers. The lovers. I heard love obviously could be at the root of this issue for you, what starseeds are dealing, but also I feel it's really about your own intuition. It's a marriage and a choice of connecting to your intuition, thinking, and of the mind. I feel like heavy decision-making factors going on in something that you're tied to, something that you're connected to. A life path, a life partner even. There's a duality here for you. Call from the divine. Judgment is what you should focus on at this time. You will know, you'll receive the call, a second chance, and also I feel like a rebirth. Rebirth, second chance, a second opportunity, a time to rebuild something that you love. 8 of Cups, you will be called to walk away. If you haven't already, but look at all the butterflies and dragonflies and the ladybug. You're walking away towards your own prosperity, you probably don't even know it. What you're being called to focus on right now. The swans here as well, the lovers again with the swans. The swans, of course, mate for life. So you're walking towards a new path. Everything is in pairs. 2 dragonflies, 2 butterflies, 2 swans, the ladybug. You're looking for your life path, your life partner. For many of you, you're coming in contact with your life partners in this time. And that's what you're being called to. It's about love. I feel it. It's love. Love for you. Love of what you do, but also love of your partner, whoever they are. Let me know if you're dealing with a Gemini. Or Scorpio. Interesting. Where should pile 1 not focus at this time? Thank you. Contraire. Au contraire, the Magician. Okay, I feel, yeah, there's someone around you with the Magician and the High Priestess, pile 1. I feel like, you're a master manifester. Maybe you're getting into something in the creative sense, in the creative arts. You see how there's a curtain? There's a curtain, though, and someone's not talking about what they know. Where you shouldn't focus is around manipulative energy. Be careful of those in your circle who could use what you know against you. Vice versa. There's something you're being called to be quiet about. where you're going. 8 of Cups. What direction are you headed in? Because you may see something dip. You know that. And it's funny we have Cups here because that's telling me straight up that the challenge for you, okay, the challenge for you is going to be going in another direction after even potential heartbreak, even after having to leave something. Many of you did. Many of you have already been through this as well. So you're going off towards a new connection, a new life path for you. The masculine and feminine, the duality, the magician and the high priestess here. Heavily connect your ideas to your emotions, to a loving place, to a creative place. Sniff out an opportunity. Let's see. Starting from the back here, moving into your oracles, pile 1. The archangel working with you at this time, we have Shamuel. And here we have number 16, which is the Tower. You're working in the energy of the Tower. Working with you right now is Shamuel, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. And Shamuel, with that as your baseline energy, controlling the I want to say something with the voice, and I'm so being drawn to the blue here, like blue, something with your voice. Some of you could be singers, and like the blue of the high priestess's dress here. There's something from a creative space that you're using, okay? We have numerology card is number 2, patience. Patience. You could be seeing a lot of 2s, 222, that sort of thing recently. You could be on a life path number 2. Patience is calling you to not try to rush. Don't rush. Don't rush spirit. Don't rush the divine. Go with the flow. But also like this orange solar energy is very good for you, and I really want to read you this card, so I'm probably going to read you all of these cards, but especially this one because I want you to have the energy and be able to sit with the energy of this card for a while, because these cards have codes. They have light codes in them, and just staring at the energy of the Merkaba is very healing. Patience. This card indicates a time to stop and enjoy the present moment, as nothing more can be done to achieve the outcome you desire. Rather than take action, you are being asked to evaluate your progress and clarify your dreams, which will help you manifest them sooner. This card also indicates a need to take your time and pace yourself instead of making hasty decisions and plans. Failure to do so could result in stress and disappointment. This is an opportunity to focus all your energy and attention on visualizing your dreams, as opposed to pushing against the obstacles standing in your way. Surrender the outcome to the universe and get on with living your life. Allow things to come to fruition in divine order and timing. Stillness is the key to receiving clear and accurate guidance, and patience will help you attract the outcome you desire. The affirmation for this card, if you would like to say it: I patiently trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. I patiently trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. Trusting in divine timing. You're headed, you're guarded. This tower is not crumbling, it's being enlightened here, which is wonderful. It's a tower moment of enlightenment, but you still got to get clear on the direction in which your life is going. So, scripting. Some of you are writers. There's a lot of water and air in your chart. So, very good. And yeah, especially water. We have transparency. Your Aboriginal Oracle, transparency. Having transparency in what you do. Not being see-through. Being seen, but not see-through. Yeah, that's what I feel the need to say here. Let's see. I really love these cards. Okay. Transparency. Transparency is a complete level of honesty. It's a behavior where people can clearly understand your motives and your emotions, and they feel safe being around you. Transparency is a balance of not telling everyone your deepest, darkest secrets, but about providing a space in which people know you are being honest and caring towards others and yourself. There is a little child inside you having a very big tantrum, and the only way the child can be heard is to stomp his or her feet and create a scene. The only thing is, this doesn't make people listen. In fact, it makes them ignore the message and focus on the behavior. So all effort is wasted. The time has come for you to look within and find a different voice. The voice of the grown-up you are. Find your compassion and use your inner wisdom to communicate in a more effective way. This change of behavior will put people off guard, and they will finally have to listen, as they have nothing else to be distracted by. Positive results will occur very quickly, and you will finally experience the feeling of being acknowledged and heard. These results will be so profound that the little child with the tantrum will heal itself and learn more grown-up ways of being heard. So, for many of you who kind of falling back on a situation, maybe you have arguments. I feel a lot of arguments with people in workspaces, having patience with yourself and others, not falling back on whenever we don't get our way about something, or whenever something's not coming in on time, or it's like divine timing, hurry up, right, right, hurry up. You can't rush divine timing, just letting you know, alright? Spirit's gonna knock you back on your ass and make you come up with better ways of communicating, because first and foremost, and especially those of you who are maybe coming into doing some of this yourselves, if you're going to succeed in this world, you have to know how to talk. The first thing we do in this world is learn how to speak when we are children, right? We have to develop effective ways of communication. Number one. Many of you are learning communication not only is going to take you very far in life, especially with what I see here, but also it's your number one source of inspiration. Communication is key. And there are many of you, and I know many of you can relate to this, as starseeds have spent the majority of the last year, 2 years, we're not speaking, right? Communication has been the blockage. No one is speaking. No one is speaking their desires. No one is speaking effectively. We are learning proper communication skills again. Okay, your life is a canvas in reverse. Interesting. Doesn't really matter with these cards, but I felt the need to say that. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Creative accountability. Taking accountability for what we give our energy to. If you stuck to something, you're going to stick to it, right? You are an artist, and you are a magician. You are manifesting and you take creative accountability over what you put your energy in to, over who you interact with. Your life is a canvas. You have the ability to create whatever you want. You are the magician. Although, be careful where you put your focus, right? Because it will manifest. So, careful. Or we may have situations like this. And this. Death. And transformation. After a tower moment, for sure. Because it's the death of the old you. The death of the old you. Let me know if you're dealing with Scorpio. Or you could be a Scorpio. Or have a Scorpio placement. Something visiting you in your dreams, possibly. Number 29 here. Kind of looks like the devil, a little bit. These cards don't actually have translations on them. But we see temptation. I see utter pure temptation. The girl dancing in the fire with an asp, kind of under the control or under the blanket disguise of this master puppeteer, kind of horned clownman, you know? It's sexual energy, but it's also like it's very carnal. Very carnal. Some of you would make excellent writers, by the way. Let me know. Let's see what this energy is all about, shall we? Yeah. Could be a Capricorn. Temptation, resisting willpower. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unspeakably desirable. I'd say so. Mark Twain. Okay, what is it about that ingredient called forbidden that whets the appetite? From the innocent indulgence of one more piece of chocolate to more significant forbidden fruits of social behavior, we are often tempted. We indulge even at a risk to our health, our relationship with others, and our general well-being. Our ability to see through the illusion, to weigh the consequences, and resist the temptation is a measure of our personal willpower, character, and strength. To succumb or to resist will be a choice that defies us and defines us. A honored jester pulls apart the curtains revealing an apple and serpent, symbols from the temptation and original sin. Ooh, hello. A Salome-styled performance manifests as a vision from a flaming cauldron. As we come to understand our weaknesses and the reasons for them, they lose their power and control us. The devil becomes simply a man in a silly hat. Isn't that the truth? It's kind of like, once you acknowledge the temptation for what it is, and you look it in the face, and you're like, well, that doesn't have any control over me, and it never did, frankly. It's easier to laugh that way. I hope this message served you. Do let me know if it did. Leave a like on the video. If you don't feel like this was your message today, or it didn't resonate with you, stay tuned for the other piles, and I will see you in those messages. Take care for now. Hey guys, welcome to pile 2. This is for those of you who chose the Selenite heart. The Selenite heart. Alright. Some hesitancy with you guys. It took me forever to want to start your reading, so we're hesitant. We don't want to talk. Let's see. High Priestess. We know what we know, but we don't want to say what we know. What we know. High Priestess. Could be speaking with a Pisces, or you have some Pisces in your chart. You let me know. What do you know is the question. The Fool. Could be getting ready to do some traveling for you. There's an ascension. A new beginning. But you know this. So what am I telling you today, pile 2, that you don't know? What don't you know? 4 of Wands. A marriage. Possibly a relationship coming in. Possibly. When you've been waiting on harvest time. You planted the seed. Now it's harvest time. Looking at something from your own level of experience. What are you learning at this time? What are you learning? What are you learning? Guide spirits, benevolent beings. What is the current energy, please? For pile 2. What does pile 2 need to know? What is the current energy, please? For pile 2. 1 card, please. Show me the current energy for pile 2. Thank you. Well, Spirit is in the building, and I know that because they just knocked on the roof. Judgment. Second chance. Second chance, second opportunity. Judgment call faced away. Faced away. Did someone turn their back? Turn their back on the divine? Yeah. Those of you who felt like you were being ignored, I felt the need to say, for a long time. Well, you want to tip the scales, you want to make it right, whatever you want to do here. What is the challenge for pile 2, please? The challenge for pile 2 at this time. Show me the challenge for pile 2. My. Wheel of Fortune. Your challenge. Well, that's quite a challenge, pile 2. I give it to you. I give it to you. Because, there's a lot out of your hands there. A lot out of your hands there. Change. Making a change, though. Change is the challenge. Going through a change. Do you change? What don't you know? There's something you know that you're not doing, maybe, or that you're being called to do. Called to change here. Could be expecting a phone call, of course. Where should pile 2 focus at this time, please, Spirit? Where should pile 2 focus at this time? Thank you. Knight of Cups. Coming forward with a little love offer, are we? It could be someone coming into you as well. It doesn't matter. Pile 2. We need to approach something from a very loving place. We need to reapproach something. Oh, do we have competition here? Hello. 2 knights on the hunt. 2 knights on the quest. Who can get there first? Well, Knight of Cups, you landed on the board first, and I have to tell you, you're the faster of the 2 knights here, because The Knight of Pentacles here, you know. No offense, Earth signs, but, you know. We know how slow this guy can be. A knight for a knight here. Balance up. And love. Possibly. Where should pile 2 not focus at this time, please? Where should pile 2 not focus their energy at this time? Or you could just straight up be a Capricorn. Cappy. The Diablo is here. Alright. Don't want to give in to some sort of toxic temptation or obsession. Right? I always get Ed Harris. He looks like in fact, it is Ed Harris. They literally took Ed Harris's face and put it on a card. Why they did that, I don't know. Is Ed Harris a Capricorn? I'd be surprised. I'd want to know. Anyway, don't focus here. We don't need the focus here on whatever the toxicity is. Whatever that is for you. Chained to our own sense of obligation or of willful blindness. Because again, I mean, if you're dealing with Libra, or you have some Libra in your chart, there's willful indecision going on here. A decision must be made, but someone does not want to make it. This is what you know. This is what you know, pile 2. You have the knowledge. See this violet sheen little cloth here over her eyes? It don't take much to see through it. You just see in a different filter of blue. It's like changing, like putting on a blue filter, right? Your intuition is keen. But there's a decision that you're not making that you need to make. To communicate. To take action. To take action. Emperor after that. Whew, hello. It got real. It got real for you all of a sudden, pile 2. It got really real. We're not communicating with this Emperor. With our expansion. With our, well, no, our authority. In authority. Or divine masculine. There's been no communication between you, and that's the issue here. That's the toxicity here. Maybe. Communication. Communication, I feel like, is playing heavily with the earth signs right now. An issue of communication. So, we see what the problem is, pile 2. Now we're going to play a little game and ask a wise fool, what should you do? What should you do to resolve your issue at this time? Lots trying to pop out for you. These messages couldn't wait to come out for you. But I said, no, slow down. Very interesting. Be counterintuitive, pile 2. Be counterintuitive. Let us read. Suppose you're a teacher and ask yourself, how can I be less effective? This would mean students would have to take more responsibility for their own learning, and this could lead to the development of a self-study, go at your own pace program using online classes. Suppose you're a basketball coach and ask, rather than getting my team to play as a unit, how can I get them out of sync? The answer would be a list of unsettling things the team could practice because they would have to deal with them in a game. And if you've ever played hard to get, to appear attractive, gotten away from a problem in order to solve it, adopted a child's outlook to gain wisdom, embraced a fear to overcome it, or spoken very quietly to get people's attention, then you have used this reverse strategy, essentially reverse psychology. In what ways can employing a counterintuitive approach help you reach your objective? I see here. We are strategizing how to approach a lover. Yeah. But you don't want to get caught in the gator's mouth.
You don't want to get caught in some level of toxicity. So I see you, right? I see you. You can see her eyes, right? Like, I see you not communicating. And you see me definitely not communicating. Why me? No? No. Alright? We're not going to do that. Ask the wise fool.
How can you outwit your opponent? If the issue is communication, how can you get the other to communicate? What method of employment do you have to employ?
Let's read your starseeds. Number 10 could be significant for you. Oh boy. The challenge here, pile 2, how to get your lover to communicate. Quite literally, your lover, okay? Your lover, pile 2. Let me know if we're dealing with a Gemini. You have some Gemini in your chart. The archangel working with you at this time is Raphael. Hello. Hello, Raphael. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments. The power of love. Goodness gracious. The lovers signifying the spread here. You're working with Archangel Raphael, or call upon Raphael if you are trying to solve matters of love in your life. Okay? Someone wants to communicate. They just have a stone cold face about how to do it. So they're not considering any other options if you were wondering either. So, I don't know what you're waiting on. I really don't. We're just playing hard to get at this point. Alright. We can play. We also have forgiveness. Forgiveness is your numerology card. Let's read. Maybe you are forgiving yourself. This could even be reconciliation with the devils here. This could be unrequited love. The devils plus the lovers equals unrequited love. So, I could be looking at that. Maybe some of you feel like you need to be forgiven at this time. I get the feeling for some of you in this pile that someone expressed their love to you and you turned it away. Vice versa. Someone was more vulnerable than the other at a time when the other didn't know how to be as vulnerable as the other person. There was a level of that actually scared you, wherever you are. Scared you away from your person. Because those of you who are ascending, the starseeds that I'm speaking to, many of you who are on this mission, who are here now, you know it's probably the other person, more than likely. If you're here watching this tarot reading, it was more than likely the other person who was fearful of you. Because they can't handle the realness of you yet. Because you're stepping into your mission at this time. And that requires you to be unabashed and unafraid and unapologetic of who you are. I'm just channeling for you now. Okay. This card indicates a need to forgive yourself and others for any past actions that may have caused you pain. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to heal any unresolved anger, hate, jealousy, resentment, or guilt that is blocking your success. Such emotions are toxic to your body and hold you back from attracting a harmonious life. For the sake of your health and future happiness, you must forgive the past. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean blessing, forgetting, or condemning the unsavory behavior of others. It means releasing yourself from a self-created prison so you can move forward with your own life. When you come to accept and move on from real or perceived betrayals, you create a happier future built on freedom and inner peace. Bitterness only attracts disharmony, misery, and pain. Thus, forgiveness is the best way to set your spirit free. You improve your prospects for the future when you practice acceptance and forgiveness. The affirmation for this card, if you would like to say it: I create a happier future as I accept and forgive the past. I create a happier future as I accept and forgive the past. It is not only vital, it is literally essential to your ascension. Because you cannot take with you that which no longer serves you. Most of the time, we think it's a person, it's a thing, it's an object. It's our own emotions that do this. We can hold ourselves back just as easily. We can sit in the energy of the devil unconsciously, not knowing we are carrying such resentment, and Spirit's asking you to release it. Call upon Raphael. Tell Raphael, ask him to release this, to help you release the pain in your heart chakra that you are holding on to. Help you release any feelings of resentment, of guilt that you are unknowingly holding on to within your body. That could even be, for some of you, causing physical health problems. You're being called to end that, especially this lunar eclipse that we just had is about endings, guys. And this is real. It's happening. So. You pulled Magical Dreaming. Magical Dreaming is your Aboriginal card. Let's read. I'm choosing to read all of these oracles to you guys because not only are they stunning, beautiful cards, but the messages in them are beautiful. And frankly, I just like reading them. I hope you're okay with that. I really do. Okay. Magical Dreaming. Dreaming is the path in which we travel during our journey. In this past lifetimes, often our dreaming may follow a similar track lifetime after lifetime, in different bodies and different countries, but still covering familiar territory. Having the courage to travel tracks less traveled is what our dreaming is really about. Allowing your soul to have different experiences is the way in which we grow emotionally and spiritually. Without new experiences, our soul will continue on the same dreaming over and over again. In Aboriginal culture, our dreaming marks the tracks in which we travel from season to season to find food and attend ceremony. Over time, Mother Earth insists we make changes to our dreaming and presents us with drought, flood, and fire, and blocks the direction of our journey, preventing us from moving forward. Like the changes in our ancient dreaming, we need to learn to adapt to what is happening, and, if needed, change the direction of the path in which we are traveling. It's time to look closely at changing your dreaming and journey in an alternative direction. You have been walking this well-worn track for too long, and nothing has changed. But nothing has improved either. Change the direction of your dreaming and experience life on a different track. You will be amazed at the emotional and spiritual growth you will experience on your new journey into your future. I feel like I'm talking to a fixed sign. If I am, I could be. Or you have a lot of fixed placements in your in your chart, by the way, you magical dreamer, you. You have so much. This is, speaking of stagnancy, it's when Spirit, you will continue to learn the lesson, and many of you have. You have come here learning the karmic lessons, right? Wheel of Fortune. You've already been through a karmic cycle, maybe 10. Who knows? Judgment's here, right? You've been through your karmic lessons, pile 2, whoever you are. You're coming out of that state, but what you're holding on to is resistance. The resistance towards your new path. You're doing it unconsciously. It is not an intention. It is you don't know how to move forward, or you are afraid to. Therefore, you do nothing. So you stay exactly where you are because you fear that shakeup, right? We don't want an earthquake to occur. We don't want a tower moment in our lives if we don't need one. Why? Can we just be content for a little while? Well, Spirit is coming in to shake that up for you intentionally, for those of you who have been on the fence about moving forward. Communication, I feel like. Nothing major, just, there are communication things that need to be cleared up. If not between you and a partner, between you and yourself. Communication with ourselves is the most important. So, know what you want. Know that the change you are being required to make is for your highest and greatest good. You may not know what that is yet, but you're coming into learning. Your starseed message is fall into my arms. Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites and extremes of life. You're seeing the opposites as well. Fall into my arms. You're being bathed. You're being reborn. You are being baptized in the light of the divine. Surrender to the change. This cup here. You're literally being baptized by your ancestors. A spiritual rebirth. That's beautiful. Ascension, though, as you know, right? I don't have to tell you, But sometimes you need to have it reaffirmed back at you in order to confirm what you know, or at least to just reflect on what it is. Someone needs to acknowledge you for who you are. Just because you know doesn't mean you don't deserve to be acknowledged for what you went through. Okay? You do deserve to be acknowledged for who you are and what you've been through. To say, I see you because I see you. Even if I have never walked a mile in your shoes, I see you. I don't have to walk a mile in your shoes to know that the journey you have been on is incredible. Dangerous as well. Some of you are really fighting hard right now with this idea that you don't deserve to be happy, and it's not true. It's not true. Do you have to believe it? Yes, of course. That's why you're being called to change. Because for many of you, you've actually held yourselves back from enjoying true happiness with a lover or bliss, whatever the case is, because you felt like you didn't deserve it. So you fell into karmic cycles rather than healthy cycles. But you were meant to learn that, so you came here to learn it. Crazy as that sounds. I don't know, that's the hard part. It's like, you mean I chose this life? I chose this life, the one I'm currently going through? Yeah, you sure did. You sure did. I know, people, that just pisses people off anytime they hear that. Guess what, guys? We choose these experiences. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. We choose these experiences because we want to grow through them. That is part of raising the consciousness of humanity, of this species, of the race, of Gaia, of Mother Earth. You as an Earth sign, I feel like really can understand that. Because if you're here watching this tarot reading, I don't think, you know. You know. Child of the cosmos. Interesting. Number 12. From the tarot. Which one is this? Oracle of Visions? Child of the cosmos. The Vitruvian man. Yeah, Spirit created you. You are in like an incubation cycle. You are being reborn, and like here with the spiritual baptism that you're going through is putting in all these new codes, these light codes within you. You were born with these codes that were meant to activate at certain stages in your life, heavily, and you are now stepping into your mission. Surrender. Number 12, the Hanged Man, right? Surrender to the change that is occurring in you, the love in you. It's not evil. It's what you're bound to, karmically. It's what you came here to do, karmically. It's what you came here to overcome. This is all beautiful energy. So is this, by the way. I know most people see this and they think this is some sort of terrible thing. No. No. This is very beautiful energy here. Because this is all a part of us. We can all encompass this energy. You came here to learn how to transmute it. You could very well just be a Capricorn. Either way. Let's read this card, shall we? Wonder of creation, protection, and destiny. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny. The guardian angels of life fly so high as to be beyond our sight, but they are always looking down upon us. Jean-Paul Richer. A guardian angel is witness to the birth of the ones whose life he will oversee. He is in awe of the wonder of creation and its significance, cradling a mystical incubator in which this new life is enclosed. He understands its fragility. As he is now, so he will remain throughout, offering help and support, yet knowing the limitations of his influence. Fate and destiny will play their part. The chakras and astrological zodiacs orbit the central sphere, suggesting the role they will play in this future life. But this wondrous mechanism is also man-made. A grand part of how this life will be lived and what it will achieve will not be predetermined by fate alone, but by free will and choice. So, in other words, pile 2, your guardian angels are right there working with you side by side, but you have the choice again to co-create with Spirit. That's the point of you being here, to have choice. Choice. Lovers. Wow. All you gotta do is communicate. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Knight for knight. Told you the issue was communication with you. Pile 2.
Communication. Quick communication, but not too quickly. Pile 2. I hope this reading did resonate with you. You let me know down in the comments. Leave a like on the video, subscribe. Hopefully if you are new to the channel, join the White Crow family. Connect your energy so that I can actually read more for it. I'd love to. If you don't feel like this was your reading today, Pile 2, be sure to check out the other 2 signs or the other 2 placements on this reading. I look forward to seeing you in more videos. Guys, do be sure to leave your good loving energy on the channel. I am celebrating my first year as a YouTuber. It's my 1-year anniversary and I'm celebrating with you guys. Thank you. Help me reach 3K by becoming a subscriber to the channel by the end of the year so that I can go live and give out giveaways and do free readings for all of you on the channel. I look forward to it. Take care for now. See you soon. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome. Welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who chose the Pyrite stone. This is for you. For Pile 3. Welcome. Guys, while you're thinking about it, do be sure to leave your good loving energy on the channel by giving this video a like or a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Add your beautiful energy to the White Crow family. Alright guys, if something in this reading does not resonate with you, be sure to check either your other placements. Well, there are no other placements, but make sure to check out the other stones or the other piles in this deck. There may be a message in there for you. You never know. Alright, so portion of today we're going to look at your energy with the tarot, see what messages are coming through for you. And we're going to see if we can solve any problems that you're currently dealing with at this time. And go over your oracle messages. Alright. General messages, take what's for you, leave the rest. That's it. Seven of Wands. We're using what we know how to do. Experience. Our own experiences are taking us forward at this time. We're being raised up. Looking good too. We're a little peacock, a little showy. A fire energy. Judgment. Judgment call. Could be being defensive as well. Sure. There's a mask going on. Or you feel like you need to wear one or the one's been taken off. You have a higher perspective now, but you see something clearly. Gotcha. Alright. You have a higher perspective now that you see something clearly. Also, Divine is working with you. Heavily. Like, can't take my eyes off my Pyrite for some reason. Yeah. Abundance coming in for you as well. Four of Wands here. Judgment here. An awakening. Spiritual awakening. 1111. Twin Flame. Let's see. Guide spirits, benevolent beings help to guide this reading for Pile 3. What does Pile 3 need to know for their highest and greatest good, please? What's the current energy, please, for Pile 3? Show me the current energy. Thank you. The Magician. The Magician, the Creator, the Creatrix, the Magi. Coming from an emotional place of water. You're very creative. Master. You could be using your experience or gaining experience at this time consulting. Could straight up just be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo or an Aries, but sometimes they even say Scorpio with the Magician, and it is represented by water here this time. So I'll concede this time. But you're stepping into this energy as the single catalyst of change that you want to be. What is the challenge for pile 3 at this time? I feel like there's 3 versions of yourself, and it's like different elements of yourself are coming together to make one thing, if that makes sense. Page of Swords in reverse is your challenge. Someone who is wearing a mask is hiding, but it's also about needing more information. Tentative about what's being perceived here. Don't know if you can trust the information that you're getting. Could be watching something, keeping your eye on something. Maybe you could be dealing with a counselor, a guidance. Could be guidance here that you're getting, you're watching, or you're needing it. Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Emotion, offer, apology. Interesting. Yeah. A new love and an old love at the same time. The past is trying to comfort you. Death is trying to comfort you. Someone wants to apologize. Where should pile 3 focus at this time? Where should pile 3 give their attention at this time? Thank you, Spirit. The Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Come out of Hermit mode. Come out of your shell. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Could be a Virgo. Come out of your shell. Come out of hiding. Those of you who have been isolating yourselves for a very long time are going to be re-emerging back into society. You have purposefully hidden yourselves. Like, hidden yourself. Wow. You've been in hiding. Not antisocial. Doing the bare minimum to have to deal with people, right? I feel you guys. I feel this way you're doing. Yeah, okay. For all the Virgo in my chart, I feel this reading. Like, where you should not focus at this time, Virgo, or whoever you are. 7 of Cups in reverse. No illusion. Take your mind away from illusion. Also, the experience you have has been, I feel like, emotional manipulation. You've had to grow from this. You've also had to learn from this. Being confused, dealing with false energies, false people in your environment who were not open, who were painting illusions around you. Mind you, some of this could have been you, right? We're perfectly capable of illusioning ourselves. Hence why someone here felt that they had to go into isolation in the first place to get a better perspective, yes? To become the Magi, the magician. You knew you were the single catalyst of change to make any of this happen in the first place. So, 2 of Swords, the decision, right? Decision time. What are we going to do about it? That's the challenge for you today, pile 2. 2 of Cups after that. 2-2. 2-2-2 could be significant for you. 2 of Cups, right there, right after that, a soulmate connection. A choice in love, and you're waiting on it. 3 of Wands. You are literally waiting, looking forward to the future. You're being called to wait. Called to wait. 2 of Pentacles again. A lot of 2s in your reading. 2-2-2, 2-2-3-2. Oh, what did I get? What did I get? What did I get? 2022. This next year is going to be a very significant year for you. And also 2032 I just got. So if you bookmark this reading 10 years from now, come back to it. You know what I mean? See where we are in 10 years. Otherwise, you could be on a new 10-year cycle. Very nice. Very nice. A new 10-year cycle of change, of creation, revealing yourself again to the world. I like it. Alright, let's ask a wise fool about your predicament. See what we can get an answer for you. Alright, you have a cautionary message, a cautionary challenge. Admire and let go. Admire something for what it is and let it go. Several times in my life, I've had the privilege of watching Tibetan Buddhist monks create colored sand mandalas. These paintings are created by carefully placing grains of colored sand to form geometrical patterns on an area the size of a card table. The mandala typically takes several days to complete. When the monks are finished, they admire the beauty for a few moments and say a few prayers over it. Then the head monk scrapes the colored sand into a pile and transfers it into a silk bag. The bag is then emptied into a nearby stream or local water supply. This symbolizes the ephemeral nature of any creation. The wise fool encourages us to immerse ourselves in the creative process and then to have the discipline to detach ourselves from what we've created. Look at this creation, the creation. Don't be obsessed with our own creation. Admire it and then let it go. Don't be illusioned, right? You have more than one creation at your disposal with the Seven of Cups. You have more than one option. Admire the mandala, and let it go. Wow. The sooner you let it go, the sooner it comes to you. Also, it's not your only creation. It's not the only thing that you're going to do in this lifetime. So, don't think, for those of you who feel like your time has passed you by, your creative time has passed you by, for whatever reason you've held it in your head that you're not capable of anything else. Bullshit. What are you still doing here? If not to create. You come out as the magician. Honey, you here. Alrighty. The archangel working with you at this time is Archangel Uriel, represented by the Emperor. The Emperor, number 4. Hello, Archangel Uriel. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. You may have ambitious plans. You can have ambition. But don't get caught up or hung up on your ambition, especially with the Emperor here. The Emperor takes control. 4s, though, can be both stability but also stagnancy. So wherever you have the courage to grasp for control or to take control, you have to have the courage to release it as well. The Emperor knows how to rule on his throne for this reason. You could also be dealing with talking to a divine masculine. I don't know. I don't care. Your challenge here. Numerology. Change. Change. Durr! We knew that. We saw that coming a mile away, didn't we? Pile 3. Change. You could be seeing a lot of 5s at this time. 55, 555. I do. I have. My channel has been stuck at 2,555 subscribers for God knows how long. For weeks now. Can we please get me out of the 5 energy, guys? I don't care. I just need like 4 subscribers to take me out of the 5 energy. Can we please do that?
So please, take me into this change, please. Okay. This card indicates a time of expected and unexpected change. When anything can happen, and usually does, by drawing this card, you are being encouraged to think of your life as an adventure, in which exciting opportunities could appear at any moment. Rather than fearing the unfamiliar and unknown, you are urged to embrace expansion, movement, and change. This is a time to go with the flow and open yourself to opportunities that will improve your quality of life. Anything is possible, and the wheels are set in motion, so be sure to play your part by moving closer to your dreams. You may be called upon to make changes in your mindset, relationships, residence, lifestyle, or career. Wherever a shift is needed to serve your greater good, it is time to broaden your horizons and re-spark your passion for life. Trust you're divinely loved and guided, and you will be shown the way. The affirmation for this card, if you would like to say it: I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life. I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life. I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life. I say it 3 times because sometimes it takes 3 times to really say it. And it becomes an actual intention when you say it more than once. Don't believe me if you don't want to. Your Aboriginal card is clarity, intuition, your third eye activation, purple, violet, clarity. Because we need some. With that 2 of Swords, oh yeah, we need some clarity about an issue, a situation. I don't know, but you do. On page 32, which adds up to 5. Look at there. On page 32, can't make it out. Look at that. Well, you can't really see it, but yeah, 32. Can't make it up. Clarity is being able to see what reality is, or what really is. It's about sorting through what belongs where and to whom. The challenge is to ensure, whilst you are deciding what is and isn't yours, it's always too easy to take on everyone else's issues when you are openly exploring your own. You are plagued by feelings of unfaithfulness and disloyalty. However, cannot understand where these are coming from. Although you would like to wear the burden of being unfaithful and disloyal, it just doesn't quite fit in this instance. The reason it doesn't fit is because it's not yours in the first place. Wow. You are being manipulated, and the situation you are involved in requires a scapegoat. And you're it. So now is the time to investigate this situation further, and you'll quickly find clear evidence it's not your issue. It's time to step away, stop being a martyr, and call their bluff. The persons involved will back down and quickly will realize they have been caught out. You will learn some life-changing lessons from this experience, and in future will take more time to be clear about who owns which emotions instead of thinking you're responsible for everyone else's. Well done. Well done. I feel the need to say whoever resonated with that, well fucking done, because, guys, don't forget that during this ascension, some people are really karmically going through it right now. People can project onto you, so be very careful. Take your salt baths, cleanse, wear your protection stones. People are projecting, and people who have done some really shitty behavior over the last karmic cycle that many of us have been through or been in, and are escaping and moving out of this energy in 2022, guys. I'm very serious. People who have been through it, been through the ringer, they will try to project their negativity at you. And sometimes it's so hard and so confusing that you don't even know if what you're feeling is yours or the next person's. So stop and ask yourself, in moments of confusion, is what I'm feeling really mine or not? You may want to check out some of the air sign placements if you were confused about that. Do check theirs out, because I think Libra was dealing with the same thing. Understanding that not everything is for you. Something enters your mind randomly and you're like, well, why do I feel that way? Or why am I thinking this way about such and such when I had no reason to? It's because it was a projection at you, not because it was your original thought. Okay? We know this, but I'm reaffirming it for you because some of you are learning this. And you need to know how to protect yourselves. That's what Spirit's trying to remind you to do right now. Protect your energy. Okay? Also, we have loosen your grip in reverse. There are no reverse meanings for these cards, but I'm curious as to why it is in reverse. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Interesting. So you're releasing, it's kind of like the devil card, is a sense of codependency, releasing addictions, releasing this idea that this is the projection. This is what was projected onto you. Someone wanted you to be codependent on a relationship, to be codependent on the way they felt and what they wanted. Someone did not want to release their grasp on you, viewer, whoever you are. Okay? You, whoever you are, please know, let this reading be a reminder to you and service to you that you are capable of letting go of any toxic relationship that you are holding on to right now. If you needed that confirmation, as hard as it is, you're back and forth in your own mind about whether or not to do it. Underlying this whole reading is the Two of Swords. You need to make a decision. We even have two people here. And it's like they're falling into each other. One's falling up and the other's falling down, but they're falling into each other. They're falling, period. It's like if I follow you off a cliff, or someone jumps, are you going to follow them off the cliff that they made for themselves? I don't think so. Recognize your spiritual authority. You can protect yourself from the naysayers as well, if so be it. So be it, guys. Oh boy. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you're dealing with a Cancer. We also have number 9 from the Oracle of Visions. We see the Jester doing acrobatics. We have the image of Strength in 3 of Ciro Marchetti's other decks. Strength is represented here. Some of you could be dealing with Leo. Leo heavily featured here. Needing strength. Strength to hold this circus creature, circus performer on your back. It's a circus. Someone was like manipulating you like a circus, keeping you trapped in a sense of love, false love. 2 roses on the ground. What are you really holding up here? What are you really holding up? Let's read this card. It's fascinating. Number 9 is also the Hermit. You must have heavy Virgo in your chart, or could be Virgo. Support, bearing the weight of others.
'Tis not enough to help the feeble up, but to support them after. William Shakespeare. This card represents the offering of strength and assistance and bearing a burden on behalf of others, bearing what's not yours. Providing support can take many forms: moral, emotional, physical, and financial. We can offer our shoulders to bear the weight or lend an ear to share grief. Here a jester offers his shoulders on which the girl can perform. He raises her up, allowing her to be the focus of the audience's attention, his subdued posture deliberately taking second place, his identity hidden. He provides an anonymous contribution. In the background are 3 tarot strength cards, which serve as props and reaffirm this card's message. While the effort and gesture is a noble one, there are times where we should come out of the shadows and take our credit for our contributions. You do not always have to settle for being second fiddle. Be careful not to allow others to take advantage of your generosity. There's time when you have to give yourself the credit that is due to you. Sometimes you have to take it, maybe even take it back. For those of you who know, you know. Sorry. Can very much resonate with this pile, and I feel many of you do. Many of you do or can. There's a time sometimes when you gotta balls the fuck up and take responsibility for what's yours, own what's yours, but also take back the credit that you deserve. Don't allow people to emotionally dump on you as well. Alright? People can do that. And you think you're a good person by sitting there and taking the brunt of their garbage, by being a scapegoat, or by being a vent for them to just dump their garbage onto you. But then what do you do with the energy? You take it on and you carry it on, and you think you're being the good friend by listening to them pour their problems out to you. No. You take on their energy, and it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. You're not a bad person because you say no. Because you stop allowing others to dump on you what they are carrying. Because they don't know how to transmute their own energy. Because they don't know how to protect themselves. Guys, you watch these tarot readings, learn. Protect yourself. Protect your finances. Protect your health. Take your spiritual salt baths. Buy your protection stones. Meditate. Ground yourself. Most of all, be loving. Sorry, you had to have one sexy message. Just one sexy message. Queen of Cups. Now, who's this water sign? Is this you? Are you very intuitive? Do you know this about yourself? She pleases herself. Above, first and foremost. She knows how to please herself. First and foremost. That's essential. Pile 3, I hope this reading served you. I hope you found some value in it. If so, guys, don't forget to leave your beautiful energy on the channel. Give this reading a like, a subscribe, share your beautiful energy on the channel. Help me reach 3K, guys, by the end of the year so that I can go live and give away some free readings and do more for the channel. My mission to reach 3K by the end of the year. Help your girl out, celebrating my first year on YouTube. Thank you so much. I do appreciate my White Crow family, and I'm sending you so much love and blessings. Thank you. Be well.